Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the most important body parts I think that's on the body, and that's legs. And the reason I'm talking about this today is pretty much exercising that particular body part at a advanced age, which is what I consider over the age of 49. And my mainstay for legs have always been the squat. But as I'm becoming older, I'm looking for some way to help prevent injury. And doing the squat itself is an avenue that could lead to injury. So now I'm starting to advocate the leg press more than I'm doing the squat. The squat, I tend to not go over 225 when I'm doing just the squat now. And on the leg press, I can kind of push the weights a little bit more and pretty much avoid injury while doing so. And what's the difference in the two is that the leg press really doesn't allow you to work those stabilizer muscles. But from time to time, at a lower weight, you can still go back and do squats and get those stabilizer muscles in. But for my mainstay, it's going to be leg presses, leg extensions, and leg curls. What I pretty much advocate now as far as using exercises for legs at an advanced age. And I find that using the machines are more beneficial to me now than the basic movements that I've normally used pretty much all my life. But as I've gotten older, my main concept is pretty much staying healthy, pretty much staying injury free. Because whether we want to admit it or not, as we become older, it's harder and harder to heal from an injury than it was when I was in my 30s, than it was when I was in my 20s. You know, as you become older, healing from injuries is not that fast anymore. So we have to realize that as we get older. That's just life. That's just the way it is. And that's just being natural. I always try to look out for your later years when you're working out. Try to avoid as much injury as you can, because as you get older, those injuries from when you're younger are gonna pretty much cripple you as you become older. So that's just true facts. That's just real life. So that's what I'm just trying to advocate that. So right now, while I'm still doing good, I've never had any major injuries in my life. Never. And I pretty much am grateful for that. Even though at the beginning I had no idea what I was doing when it came down to lifting weights and lifting weights correctly. And a lot of the information that we had back then was pretty much coming from guys that was on drugs. And somebody who's on drugs can't really tell a natural person how to work out, because their bodies don't work the same anymore. So in my time, I had to, wade through all that in order to get where I am today, and understanding exactly what exercises do what, and what's possible for a natural person, and what's impossible for a natural person. So right now, for legs, and that's the only body part that I'm talking about today. When I say legs, I'm talking about the overall leg development. I'm talking about hips, quads, hamstrings, and also calves. Never leave out your calves. They're just as important as the quads and hamstrings. So the leg press, I also do calf exercises on the leg press, and I use the leg extensions and the leg curls to shape the quads and to shape the hamstrings. and also to get that stretch in the hip flexors. And you're pretty much good. And those are for the guys that, like I said, that are over the age of 49. If you're younger, you still can, do the heavier squats, with good form. But just remember, as you get older, your concern should be more on staying healthy than increasing weights. That's just my opinion. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.